Hey, it's Cesar here. Hey, we're here to talk about Monday Night Raw, May 15th, 2017. And I brought my good buddy today. First time on the Raw reviews. It's Marky Mark.
What's going on?
Yeah, we're getting into it. Hey, we're here to talk about Monday Night Raw. Marky Mark, how are you feeling today, buddy?
Cesar, this Raw was so good, buddy.
Yes. I was just thinking that.
But he lost. He lost.
Oh man, it was such a good match too.
He had like 8 matches in a row tonight. It was like the work rate. The work rate was phenomenal.
Yes, I was just thinking that. Oh, so good, man. So good. I'm just thinking about it right now. I mean, we had 3 matches back to back, and then Ambrose Miz Intercontinental Championship match. I mean, the work rate was so amazing. It was, oh my god, it was electric. And then the cruiserweights, the cruiserweights were a whole nother level. And then,
bro, why did they have Alicia Fox wrestle? She can't wrestle.
But not only that, she won, man. She beat Sasha Banks, man. She main event Sasha Banks. What is this?
But Dylan, where's Dylan?
What? Dylan? Oh no. Oh god, I'm here. Oh shit.
Dylan!
Marky Mark. What? Who let you on here?
Dylan! How does Roman Reigns beat Finn Balor?
Mark, I told you, this is the reason why you're not on Raw reviews. You don't make any sense. Finn Balor can't beat Roman Reigns.
Are you serious?
Yeah, yes, bro. This isn't a thing.
Does Roman Reigns come out and do this?
I know that's your buddy's favorite thing. You know, I'll do it once, but it's Roman Reigns, man. Finn Balor cannot beat Roman Reigns, man.
Why not? Roman sucks. He's so boring.
But can you give me a reason why Roman sucks?
He's not The Rock. He doesn't cut good promos.
Oh. But according to you guys, Finn Balor's the next Undertaker, right?
Finn Balor is the next Finn Balor. He's better than anybody ever.
Wow. That's crazy.
Him and Shinsuke Nakamura.
Oh, that was such a wonderful introduction to Nakamura over there. Mark, before anything else, I mean, you got anything else to say before Mitch comes on?
I was dreaming Finny was with me.
So Finny hopefully gets with Marky Mark soon. But welcome to your Raw review for May 15th, 2017. I don't know how the hell Cesar and Marky Mark got on here before me and Mitch, but I guess they hijacked the show. I don't know.
This Marky Mark guy, I let him on my show every once in a while, right? Just to see where these marks are headed and where their head is. But I was sitting over there on my comfy couch.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, I gotta get there. I gotta boot this guy out right the room. First off, he comes with his scarf and his 3D glasses with tape on it.
That was the best part right there, the tape.
And then he starts talking about these Finn Balors like they're like the next. He said he's the next Finn Balor, so I don't really know what to say to that. But
you know, Marky Marks make really ridiculous comments, and Cesar. I mean, what was Cesar even doing tonight? I mean, I know he's been in NXT for 15 years and shit, but I mean, ridiculous. But
I do hear they're getting their own vignettes though.
Really? Oh, now Cesar and Marky Mark vignettes would get money all over the place. I tell you that. So Raw was not as close to as exciting as what we just saw in the beginning because Raw was, say it with me, shit. Always. Not as bad as last week. Maybe you can't be worse than last week, So it's like taking one.
I was wondering what you were going to name this episode of Raw Review on the Bottom Line View. It was better than last week is not bad. I was thinking about maybe, this is the worst product we've ever seen in our lives.
Oh, that's a good.
I think we were thinking somewhere around that. But then we had to figure in that we were having Marky Mark and we were having Cesar on the show. And they love this, right? It's drawing everywhere.
They loved it.
Mm. They got this trio of wrestlers that just draws, nonstop. So
I mean, we had 3 back-to-back matches all at once, and I was like, oh God, Cesar's gonna have like some kind of crazy orgy back there. But anyways, so we're here tonight to talk about Raw in a real way. Let's go ahead and get started because this is how the show works now. We start off with Kurt Angle kicking off the show. But actually, first off, we get our little promo video package of the Braun-Roman feud, and Braun's going to be out 6 fucking months. 6. One of the only entertaining people left on this show is going to be gone for so long. It sucks, honestly. For like 30 weeks, this man's going to be gone. Mitch, how do you feel about the loss of Braun Strowman?
Thank you, Strowman. Thank you, Strowman.
Marky Mark, how did he get back on here?
Thank you, Strowman. Fuck you. Thank you, Strowman.
What is going on? Why, Marky Mark? What are you doing? Why are you saying "fuck you, Reigns"? That's inappropriate. Oh, there it is. That's his jam. Oh God, I feel ashamed. I feel ashamed as a. Okay, so the first segment of the night, where Kurt Angle comes out and he talks about the Extreme Rules pay-per-view. He says, Braun Strowman is out, but he's got to name a number 1 contender for this championship that hasn't existed since WrestleMania. I mean, has appeared once since WrestleMania. So we're going to get a fatal 5-way match at Extreme Rules to determine the number 1 contender for the Universal Championship. Kevo had a good point on our Twitter DMs. He basically said, if you have to have a fatal 5-way, you have no direction whatsoever. Pretty simple. The 5 competitors in the match are going to be Seth Rollins, Samoa Joe, Finn Balor, Bray Wyatt, and of course, Roman Reigns. So it's like, let's throw all of our big guys here, and the rest of the mid-card will be absolutely fucked at the pay-per-view.
Yeah, man. It's an excuse for them not wanting to do actual storylines.
Yeah. Because they're like, let's go 5
of our biggest guys in one match. We're going to have no storyline.
No.
We're just going to throw a match out there. Like, if these guys were in GM mode, they would fail, bro.
They would be an absolute disgrace because they wouldn't make anything. They wouldn't win any ratings or any TV.
Is that a cheap plug?
That might be a cheap plug for a certain series coming down the line. Because I'm just so subliminal at those. So Kurt Angle goes to lead, but gets interrupted by the big dog, Roman Reigns, who gets a heel, of course, boo. He comes in, he says, it shouldn't be a fatal 5-way match because I'm the number 1 contender. This is my yard. I beat The Undertaker. I'm the only guy here that can beat Brock Lesnar. It kind of sounded like a heel promo, honestly. That's what me and Arian were talking about. Kind of seemed a little bit heelish. Was in that tactic of, I'm just going to get myself over. He was referring to the night after WrestleMania where this is my yard, and everybody booed the crap out of him and said what Marky Mark said, fuck you, Reigns. Enter Finn Balor. He says he'll tell it's Marky Mark again. 3rd time.
Finn Balor is the greatest ever.
Wow.
He wrestled in Japan. He was in NXT. And just look at him, man.
He looks like he doesn't even look like a wrestler compared to the other 4.
He gets all the girls though.
What girl has Finn Balor touched in the last 5 years is the question.
All the Japanese chicks.
Man, that's the one. That's their demographic, right? Oh, Mark, how do you get on? Where does Mitch? Like, how does Mitch get attacked so many times for you to get on the show?
See, honestly, I just told Mitch.
Mm-hmm.
I told Mitch to just leave because Marky Mark has something to say today. And Marky Mark wants to say how great this show is.
Let me put on my
This show has better talent than the Attitude Era.
Whoa, that's out of line. That is out of line.
Sheamus said it himself.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Sheamus. Thank you, Sheamus. The Attitude Era was just a bunch of phonies.
Phonies?
Today we have real wrestlers. They do over-the-top dives. They dive through the middle rope and they put their life on the line, Dylan. And you see those kicks that they hit.
Mm-hmm. The ones they never sell.
Who needs to sell when you do super kick 10 times a match?
Bro, remember when Shawn Michaels would hit the super kick, right? It was one kick and you were done. Now we hit 50 super kicks in a match and they still kick out. What do you have to explain?
That's way better. 50 times one super kick. See, Finn Balor is in your room right now. The lights just went off.
What? Hey! I have sunglasses on because I'm trying to hide away from what Marky Mark has just presented me. I think he is gone for the moment, so we're going to capitalize on this. Finn Balor comes out. He says he'll tell Roman Reigns the same thing he told Seth Rollins. He was the first Universal Champion. He never lost the title, so the front of the line should be at him, and Roman should be behind it. Enter Samoa, or what I call him, Joey Samoa. He tells them they've got it very, very, very wrong. It's not about big hearts or whose yard it is or anybody's club, for that matter. It's about two things, actions and results. Action puts in the coquina clutch. Result, Rollins on the ground unresponsive. Action.
Samoa Joe shows up on my screen and I fall asleep.
Action. Samoa Joe sees a bunch of cookies on his kitchen table. Result, eats the whole package. Wyatt comes out. Bray Wyatt, one of the best characters in WWE, if not the best character, comes out. He says the Beast approaches and puts all of their brave faces out there, but he can see them trembling in their steps. Roman, Joe, Finn, you guys will all cower, fall, and run, respectively. But him, on the other hand, and then he gets cut off by Seth freaking Rollins. And Seth cuts what I like to call a wrestling promo. Well, he's done this a lot lately.
Another guy with a stupid nickname. Why is his nickname freaking Rollins?
No, the Shield all have stupid names. Okay, so we have Seth freaking Rollins. We have not the lunatic fringe Dean Ambrose, but you know how they called him the guy or something. Oh my God, it's Finn. He keeps attacking the fucking room.
I don't know if it's Finn or if it's Bray. I know Marky Mark says it's Finn, but only Bray would have the powers to do that, bro.
Yeah, I mean, he's taking one out at a time. I mean, he's done this the last couple of videos. Shit's crazy. I'm waiting for him to turn it back on.
Speaking of Bray, Bray was the only reason to even watch the segment.
Well, of course it was.
And Dylan, can the WWE not see? I tweeted this. Can the WWE not see who the most talented and special wrestler in the ring is? Like, when Bray Wyatt comes out and starts talking, nobody says anything. Everybody's just silent and paying attention. They're not saying what. They're not saying this is awesome. They're not screaming for Finn Balor. They're just listening, and they're digging the character, and they're digging what he has to say. He has a presence. But the other guys are just there.
Because I feel like WWE wants to throw a dart at a board, right? And have all these 5 people be like, who are we going to push today? And then it's Vince throwing it, and then somebody's controlling it to throw at Roman. That's all they do. That's what they will continue to do forever, is not care about Bray Wyatt. They should, because he's the best thing on WWE television, but sadly, it's not the case. Seth Rollins basically cuts the wrestling promo where he's like, yeah, I hate you, Joe, so let's fight. We get a brawl. Finn basically takes out everybody. That's how, because he does a tope con hero, as Cesar would put it. Okay segment. Bray was the best part of the segment. Roman was pretty good too. But other than that, didn't really care about the segment. You got anything to say, Mitch?
It was one of the better parts of the night, I guess.
That's depressing.
It was not. It was a terrible show.
Let's be clear. We were both preoccupied with other sports tonight as well.
Yes, I was watching hockey. You were watching basketball. Still.
No. That's not an excuse for them. I'm just saying we didn't pay as much attention to the show. We still didn't like it. That's even worse. So take it for what you want.
At least Marky Mark liked it.
Marky Mark. I mean, see, him and Cesar were going crazy. It was ridiculous. Jeff Hardy Sheamus happens next because this is the what's the word? It's the common feud where we have a tag team feud. So we're gonna have one guy from each team face each other. The next week it alternates. The next week it alternates. The next week it alternates. It's stupid and it's really fucking boring. Jeff Hardy versus Sheamus happens. Jeff Hardy wins. Swanton bomb. Just gives the faces some kind of momentum. It really doesn't matter. It was
another tag team match. Keyword match.
Match.
I know it was a singles match, but the tag team division again has a match with no story.
There's no build to it. It's just like
there's no build to any tag team anything. Like the best we're getting right now is the Fashion Files, and that's actually one of the best things currently happening on both programs.
Yes, indeed it is. And it's sad for Matt and Jeff Hardy because we love them, but nothing's going for them right now. We go to commercial. Oh my God. Alicia Fox versus Sasha Banks. Okay, so they're still doing this stupid "No, I am Dar" shit. I don't even know where that came from. And this match is happening, and I'm like, all right, Sasha's gonna win this match. It's pretty simple. I'm gonna watch the basketball game. I come back on with about a minute left in the match. And Alicia Fox wins with the scissors kick. Now, Mitch, I know you're a fan of Alicia, Alicia, and somebody in the comments is as well. Oh my God, it's Marky Mark. What the heck is going on? This is insane. This is not awesome.
Alicia Fox sucks.
You're right, brother. She does suck. It's Cesar back again. Oh my God! I had to fix my mask.
Cesar.
Mm-hmm. What's going on, brother?
Sorry, I got a headache because Alicia Fox was wrestling tonight.
All right, I know, bro. I mean, oh God, it's Alicia Fox. Ugh. Scary.
She's scary. Like every time she comes on the screen, it's like scary to me. Like I have to like go under the covers.
I know, man. I mean, I go hide under my white blanket so I don't have to mix up the white contents that go on there. I mean, it's just, it's so scary, man. I don't understand how people can watch Alicia Fox on television every week, man.
Like Sasha, she can do some cool moves, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But like Alicia, like what move? Like what move does she do? Like scissor kick? Like come on, like she just stole that from Booker T.
The only thing she does, right? Dave Meltzer said she has the best Northern Lights suplex ever. Okay, that's the only thing she ever gets. Everything else, I mean, it's so scary, man. I want to hide up in my mask and my real mask. I mean, this is how you're supposed to wear it, and just it's too much, man. It's too much.
I got a real serious question for you.
Okay.
Do you like my new glasses?
Yes, man. I love the tape on them, and they pop out. They stand out. They're brilliant, man.
See, the reason why I have tape on them it is because
you gotta fix that stuttering problem, man.
Because I broke them when I was watching Roman.
What?
Roman makes me so mad.
I know, man. I mean, just the other day, I almost tore my mask off because I was watching him, and I was like, no. You have to wear the Cesar mask. It's a part of me. It is me.
So mad that I threw my glasses against the TV.
Oh, man. That's crazy, man. But I understand. I mean, Roman does that to you. He goes out there. He doesn't even wrestle a 5-star match. I mean, who is this guy? And then he just wins. He just beats Finn like he did tonight. I almost punched the TV.
Like, how does he even win? Like, Finn can do so many different cool moves. How does Roman even beat him? Like
the coup de grace, the 1916. I mean, they're so great. And then Roman wins. Like, what is this shit, man?
Cesar.
Garbage.
Cesar.
Marky Mark.
Did you see Randy Orton's tweet?
Bro, I want to punch him so bad, man. I mean, how is he gonna attack Marks like that, man? It's ridiculous. We need our dives. We need our moonsaults, our 20 super kicks. That is our life.
He says, sorry to indie marks, indie guys, and old timers who do dives. And then he talks about being in a crowd with 150 people that pay $8. You know how cool that those 150 people, you know those wrestlers, they're the greatest wrestlers in the world.
They don't need the big crowd. They want the select.
They don't need to sell anything. They're the best.
They are the
fans. Why should we care about what people sell?
Merchandise doesn't matter, man. I mean, if you got guys like Adam Cole and Marty Scurll, I mean, the Bullet Club, they're the best. They're one of the best things going on in the wrestling business, my man. I mean, it's ridiculous.
6 stars.
6 stars. 6.
Anyways, Cesar, Mitch is telling me I need to go. So, anyways.
Dylan is telling me the same thing. Okay, we need to figure out how Cesar and Mitch get on here so quickly. Oh, hey! That's a nice song right there. Zal says, Marky Mark versus Cesar for the #1 contendership for the Universal title. Make it happen, Vince. Hey, that would be dope. So we did not hate the match for the same reasons that Marky Mark and Cesar hated them, but it was still stupid to have Alicia Fox win this match. Although, great stuff.
I mean, what do they do? Like, what are they trying to do with Sasha? Like, I don't really even care. Like, I have a big IDC next to it. I don't care.
Well, they're lost. They're lost. But anyways.
They're lost, but I don't even blame them for having Alicia win this match. Because, like, Sasha needs someone to face. Like,
but Alicia? I mean, Alicia's not going to get anything out of it.
I don't care. Like, seriously, do I care who wins the match? I just watched the match and I'm like, Alicia's hot. I like Sasha's bum tonight.
Yeah.
And, like, besides that, I was like, I don't care.
The bum was out there tonight, I will say.
Unless it's really for the title in the women's division, I could care less.
Fair enough. But you know what was for the title, though? The next match, 3 matches in a row. Dean Ambrose versus The Miz for the Intercontinental Championship. Now, we've been talking about how Dean Ambrose has been lazy and complacent, and Miz has been ranting on that, calling him a paper champion. Is he going to win the title tonight? No. Exactly what I thought was going to happen, because they have a pay-per-view in 3 weeks. Why would you falling asleep over there?
Did you say Dean Ambrose? I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. Dean Ambrose. Don't worry, Dean Ambrose is he's the equivalent to a bottle of NyQuil at this point. So The Miz wins by disqualification. The Miz wins by disqualification. See, Miz was going to go for the low blow. Dean stopped it, proceeded to then hit him with a low blow, caused the disqualification. We'll set up a match later on tonight. So didn't really care. It's going to set up a feud for 3 weeks down the line. Anything you got to say? No, absolutely not.
Bro, I don't care.
This is what I thought about this the whole show. You know what? Bye, guys.
There's nothing even to talk about at this point. Like Ambrose, Miz, IC title. Ambrose got disqualified. Like, why? Ambrose is the face.
Because he's a lunatic, you see.
Is he, though?
No, he's a comedian more than he is a fucking lunatic. And
it's like I don't even know. I just scratch my head and I'm like, well.
Oh. Finn Balor backstage. He's talking about how he quotes the old canard about dogs and fights, and there's a whole world of fight in him, and he's gonna do things guys twice the size couldn't do. He finished this up saying, "But it's Roman's yard, but it's his universe." You see, because this is Finn Balor, it's his universe. The Demon King that has not shown up. The demon. There's nothing there. There's no substance. Wait a minute. It's Marky Mark again. Oh my God. Is he doing the pony? I don't even know. What is that dance move? What? Mark.
Finny!
Oh, he's in here for Finny again. Oh my goodness. Oh, he's grabbing at Finn. Oh, shit.
Finn!
You know what? I have a gift for you. Talk your grief for a second. I got a gift for you.
Okay. Well, Marky Mark's got something to say. All right. Finny. Hit me up in the DMs, Finny. Hit me up in the DMs, Finny.
You're still going over those you're trying to get into Finn Balor. By the way, Finn Balor blocked you on Twitter, so that's not going to happen. What?
All I was trying to do is to get him out.
But I have a consolation prize for you, okay? Because you can't get that. I get a wrestling box every 2 months, and they send a T-shirt every time. They decided to send me a Finn Balor T-shirt here. Now it even has Balor on the back, Finn Balor on the back of it, right there. Yeah, that is your thing right there. Can be all yours, Marky Mark. Can be all yours, just for you, because we don't need it.
I don't even know what to say, Dylan. I'll just dance it.
Hey, look at those dance moves. That is a real Mark dance move. Hey, ladies, he's available. I just want you to know that. As much as girls as you think he gets, he is totally available. As he gets that nice little dance move, the shimmy, the wimmy jimmy, the kimmy, I don't even know. So, guys, everybody's on here. Arian, this is awesome. Zal says, I'm surprised that you could hear what Balor said. I read notes. Anyways, Alexa Bliss is on our television screens with another promo. It's the same Alexa Bliss promo, but considering she is the best woman in today, I think she cuts a really good promo. Talks about New Jersey and Newark, New Jersey. They're the sweat gland of America. All this stuff. The best thing about these promos that she goes out there is when they do the what chant to her. She's like, comes back and says something like, "If you're a failure, say what," and then they say what exactly. It's good stuff. Talks about Miss USA, could have walked off with the crown because she's the real goddess of WWE, whatever. Bayley comes out, and the differences between Alexa Bliss and Bayley are striking. Like, they're obvious, but they're striking because Bayley is awful on the mic in every way compared to Alexa Bliss. She says, "We get it. Every time, everything you said, you've done what you've accomplished." Oh,
yo, this is what I think about Alexa Bliss.
Okay. There's your screen share right there. I agree. It's heart smiles all the way. Anyways, she says, I don't agree with the whole goddess thing. She's gonna skip that. The only thing that Bayley is gonna be interested in is that title around her waist. So at Extreme Rules, she's gonna invoke her rematch clause for the Raw Women's title. Who cares? Alexa makes fun of the ponytail. Bayley's like, all right, I'm going to beat you up. They get in a fight. Alexa Bliss is like, nah, that's not going to happen. Comes out there and hits her with a kendo stick in the back of the head. It hits her in the back of the head with a kendo stick. I was like, oh, shit, that kind of hurt. That looked like it hurt. But Alexa Bliss is going to face Bayley in a hardcore match. Cool, because that's what the women's division's always talking about, how big matches are going to happen and all that. Not exactly. We'll talk about that later on in the episode. But for now, I see our friendly friend, Marky Mark, is back on the show. Mark, you've been on here a lot tonight. What, you got anything else to say?
You talk about Alexa Bliss? Why are you talking about Bayley? See, even Kevin Nash. Is saying, this is awesome. And I don't even like Kevin Nash because he killed WCW. But he's saying this is awesome to Bayley because Bayley is cute. She has a nice butt. And she's so good in the ring. I mean, Bayley is like the best women's wrestler of all time.
Oh, God. Here we go.
Like, do you see her entrance? The inflatable tube buddies? I'm like, hey, it's Bayley. Hey, hug me. Hey.
You know, Mark, I have to ask you a question because I don't know the answer to this. How old are you?
I'm approximately 34 and a half this year, Dylan.
Oh, 34 and a half.
Yes.
You're hitting that 18 to 35 demographic.
See, I work for Pro Wrestling Insider.
Oh.
And I write all day about wrestling. And then I talk about wrestling.
And then you go on like wrestling, what fantasy drafts for wrestling and all that stuff. All that good stuff.
And well, you know what? Make lots of rants on the interwebs.
Of course.
And I am in the Roman Reigns Sucks Club on Facebook.
That makes sense.
Like the page. Anyways, I'm done for today. Thank you very much.
Marky Mark is going to be out of here. So let's get back to the action. If there is any action on Monday Night Raw. You know what? Hold on. No, we're not there yet. So we get back from commercial. Kurt Angle's backstage talking to somebody on the phone, which, by the way, was not was plugged in this time, I guess, because I don't think he was using the same phone. We cannot confirm if it was plugged in or not. Don't know. But Miz comes up. Miz and Maurice come up. They're like, I'm not happy with what happened. Your champion just disqualified himself. And Angle's like, you know what? How can you make this doofus, make a mockery of your Intercontinental Championship? And Angle's like, you know what? You make a valid points. You get another title shot at Extreme Rules. Miz says, that's not good enough. He wants a guaranteed match where if there's a disqualification, he can get the title. What a lame stipulation.
So first off, sorry to everyone. Marky Mark is now gone for the day. He had to go write a Dave Meltzer is great PWI piece. So
that has to put a lot of time and effort into that. I tell you what.
Yeah, because Dave Meltzer in his career, if you didn't know, he's wrote over 6 million words on wrestling.
I mean, DM's talked about a lot of wrestling. I mean, lots and lots and lots. I mean, I think he's Marky Mark's hero. Besides Finn, of course. But anyways, Angle's like, you know what, you got it. But it's weird because it's an Extreme Rules pay-per-view. But if there's a disqualification, you lose the title. That makes a whole bunch of sense.
Why don't they? I thought they were just going to make it no disqualification.
That's exactly what you would think, right? But no, logic doesn't come here in the WWE these days.
So wait, what are they doing? I missed that then.
They are making it where if the Miz gets disqualified or Dean Ambrose gets disqualified, he loses the belt.
That's it. No chairs, no ladders, nothing.
No, because then
that would Dean Ambrose, who's supposed to be a lunatic.
Yeah, that would be cause for disqualification.
Yeah, this company sucks.
On an Extreme Rules pay-per-view. How fucking stupid is that? Anyways, you know what else is stupid and boring? This tag team match. So I was talking about, this is during halftime now of the NBA Game 7 in the semifinals for the Eastern Conference. You would think they would plan ahead and pretty much judge within the 15 to 20 minutes when this is going to happen. So they can put on a entertaining and solid match or solid promo in between. The following match is made between Austin Aries and Jack Gallagher versus Neville and TJP. What the fuck are you talking about? By the way, they have insisted to call him TJP now instead of TJ Perkins. Why? Because I don't know. Neville and TJP.
As Vince Russo would say, I care more about PB and J than TJP. If that's what his name is.
Bro,
TPJ, TJ, what is it?
TJP.
Oh, okay.
PB and J is such a clutch. I mean, food. You can't go wrong with it, honestly. I'd care about that more too. Back for commercial break. The greatest segment of the night. Bayley's in the trainer's room. She's getting her arms iced with her shoulder, and everything. Angle comes out, and he says, "You know what? Kendo sticks are not a joke. They're not a joke." She says Alexa Bliss plays rough, and Kurt says, "You don't have to do what you're trying to do. I'm offering you a straight up wrestling match for the belt at Extreme Rules." Bayley's like, "You know what? I want to prove Alexa Bliss wrong. I want to go after her. She mocks me. She still calls me a child, which you fucking are if you come out there with inflatable tube men." Just saying. And Kurt's like, "You know what? We'll give her a taste of her own medicine," which, by the way, is favoritism. That should not be, whatever. So the following match was set up by Vince Russo. This is the only appearance he'll ever make on the show, on Raw. Kendo stick on a pole match for the women's title. Now, I love Vinny Russo, right? We all do. But this has got to be one of the dumbest stipulations ever. Kendo stick on a pole match.
Dylan, I need to give you an applause. I don't know how you're talking about this right now.
I don't know.
This show is so bad. Like, I literally just want to fall asleep right now.
I took a bunch of Coke, and it was just, I was like, fuck it, I got to use it somehow. So here I am talking about Raw, which,
man, like, Bayley is so bad. Like, I don't even know what to compare her to.
Welcome to Raw, really awful wrestling.
I thought when you're a wrestler, Dylan, that you actually have to know how to act.
You would think so, right? You would think they would bring these people in and be like, all right, not only do you need to know how to wrestle, but you need to know how to act.
And why is somebody as talented as Kurt Angle, all he does is make matches? His famous line is, "We settled this in the ring."
We do not talk backstage about this.
Fucking
God. I don't care. Just don't care. Kendo stick on a fucking pole match. Gold and Truth are backstage. I missed this segment because I was watching basketball, but apparently it was so big later on in the night. Our Truth apologizes for letting Goldust down, but Goldust isn't really having it. He says they're still a team together. How many times have they gone down, gotten back up, whatever. Yeah. They're going to make up tonight. Finn Balor versus Roman Reigns. Finn Balor and Roman Reigns wrestle a long match because that's what Raw needs to do. It was a good match. It was okay for what it was. Roman Reigns wins with the spear. The ending was pretty good, so I like that. But, Roman Reigns wins. I think this is the first time Finn's been pinned on, WWE television. So there you go for that. And Roman looks strong because that's what we need him to do. Bray Wyatt in the smoky room. Of course, Bray Wyatt, the man, the myth, the GOAT. He's talking about, some call him a man, a conqueror, but he sees himself for what he really is, a beast. This may be Angle's show, and this may be Roman's yard, but this is his universe. This is his world. He says he's going to take the spear of destiny and plunge it into the heart of the beast and stand before us as the Universal Champion. But tonight, he's tasked with saving another soul. Seth Rollins claims to be the man, the architect, and the Kingslayer. But does he have enough to stand up and look evil right in the eyes? Or will he submit to the gutless instincts and run? I mean, Bray Wyatt is the only one on the show who still gives a shit. The Miz cares, but he doesn't get good writing. Bray Wyatt goes out there and tries. And for that, buddy, I gotta give you a clap. You're just so entertaining. You're the only reason I can possibly sustain myself for 3 hours and 15 minutes. Really, truly.
Clark says that Jillian Hall acts better than Bailey. It's not that Jillian Hall is a bad actress, it's that she was on purposely acting bad.
But
there's a difference between acting poorly, because that was her character, and actually being a terrible actress.
Well, and even the acting of Jillian Hall that was supposed to be bad is still better than Bailey, because
Arian says Bray is a professional. Bray is the best on the roster. Like, I can't try and convince anybody anymore. The guy should quit wrestling and be on TV.
He should. He'd be great. Give me some dark characters with Bray Wyatt. I'd watch that shit every week on television.
Kevin says, I hated that they put Reigns over Balor.
Who said that?
Kevin.
What was Finn Balor supposed to win the match?
I guess.
I mean, the only reason it would look bad is because Roman Reigns was hurt coming into the match, but Roman's clearly like bigger. Plus, Finn won the first time, so
yeah, I don't know why Balor would win twice in a row over Reigns.
I don't think it's that big of a deal. Plus, they're gonna fight at Extreme Rules, so
yeah, this match made no sense.
It was the tag team conundrum we had earlier. We have this big match planned out for later, so let's scramble everybody into their own matches.
Katana says, I'm watching Raw from October 97. It's much better than today's product. By the way, my Attitude Era review should be out in the next couple of days.
Hey, bet. Because that's the good shit right there.
Clark also says, I like Alexa, but she's slowly becoming boring, not because of her mic talk. Bailey is killing the feud with her cause of lack of intensity and intrigue. Well, the thing with Alexa and the thing with a lot of wrestlers today, the talented ones even, is they become dull and boring because the writing doesn't advance their character. They stay in one spot for years and years and moments and months and weeks. Like, look at Enzo and Cass. They've become boring, not that they're not talented, but because they're given nothing and because they're never advanced forward.
That is a great point, because Enzo and Cass are great, especially Enzo on the mic, but what have they done since that Rusev feud? Nothing.
Arian also says, I fell asleep when Maryse was on. She's too scary. I was dreaming of Finney being with me in a cab with Sammy.
Wow, that's the ultimate Cesar and Marky Mark right there. Tell you what. Seth Rollins is backstage. He takes offense to Bray calling him gutless, and he's going to get retribution. That's what it is. Mitch, are you ready for the saddest tag team breakup of all time?
Sure.
Golden Truth come out. They sing their song. R-Truth says, Newark. What's up? And then Goldust attacks R-Truth from behind. Beats him up. Just attacks him. I felt so bad. It was one of the saddest moments in wrestling history. I tell you what. Golden Truth was done. Goldust is a heel. Is Goldust going to get a run or a push? Probably not. But it's worth the try. If they're even trying. Which they're not. Enzo and Cass make their entrance. Oh, this is great. They talk about Michael Jordan of jargon and a whole bunch of other shit. And it's not because I don't want to talk about the Enzo promos, because Enzo promos have become repetitive. Titus O'Neil and Apollo Crews come out. And I'm like, hey, the Titus brand is here. Something worth note. He introduces himself as the Celebrity Mega Dad of the Year. Somebody made that a category. I don't know who did, but that's depressing. He says, you can't teach that. And he's right here with Apollo Crews, who's going to beat Enzo down right here in this filthy, dirty, nasty, disgusting state of New Jersey. I like Titus. He tries. Apollo is a mixture of amused and embarrassed, like with what's going on here. He invites the realest guys to his TED Talk this Saturday, and Cass corrects him. Enzo is not wrestling Apollo. He's facing Cass. But it's weird because he's in a suit, whatever. Big Cass, Titus O'Neil, Big Cass wins because we have to make fun of the talented guy. Let's move.
Dylan, first off, I want to bring up one point. I like that Titus was in his suit because he didn't know he was wrestling. It was realistic.
True, but he just loses in 2 minutes. Like the talented guy just loses. It's what else is there left to talk about? Oh, in the locker room, we get the backstage talk with Neville and TJP. They talk about how TJP is supposed to get a title shot for the Cruiserweight title. Neville says, you beat up Austin Aries tomorrow, you get closer to that title shot. Bray Wyatt versus Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins wins by disqualification after Joey Samoa attacks him from behind in the match. They go and attack him 2-on-1, and then Bray Wyatt hits his sister Abigail on Samoa Joe. So it's all fend for yourself. Match was okay. Didn't really care about it because the end of the Celtics Wizards game was going on, and I was starting up the live chat for that recap, so I didn't really care. This show is an absolute disgrace to television and wrestling in itself, and I just don't care about it. I honestly am bored and sick and tired of doing it. This is the third week in a row I've hosted, and it's not that it's hosting me is killing it. It's
you're hosting from now on, Dylan.
No, don't do this. I want.
If you guys want Dylan the host from now on, give me a hell yeah.
Hell no. Can we do 5-minute Raw reviews?
Yeah, we might shorten the Raw reviews because this is insanely like a waste of time.
By the way, this is the second to last Raw review in this house for me, right? I want it to be good, but no, it can never be good. This is the house I started filming and becoming, a channel on YouTube. I just want a little bit of closure, but no, it's never going to happen because this product is ass. Let's give final grades if there is even a grade to give. Mitch, you want to start off here?
-10. And Marky Mark would give it a 10.
Of course. I'll give it a -9.9. The only reason it gets a
okay, wait, -9.8 because Bray was a 0.1 and also the women together are a 0.1.
Okay, so
because of what they look like, not because of what happened on the show.
Okay, I'll give it a -9.7 because Bray, the women, and Charlie Caruso gets her own separate 0.1. So that's -9.
No, Dylan, she doesn't even tonight because they don't even show her. All they do is they show her beautiful face, but they show nothing else.
But I saw her Instagram, so I'm compensating for that and then like putting it on the spotlight. You know what I mean? Like that's what I want to see, and I probably looked at her Instagram for at least one of the matches. So I'm just saying that counts for one of them. Don't give me that face. So that is it for the Raw review. Let's get to some comments here before we head out and go on with our lives because wrestling is shit and not entertaining to say the least. I'm pulling it up right here. Let's see here.
Katana says we should give a 0.1 to Roman.
Nah.
He didn't wow me tonight, but
he did all right. He did all right. Let's see here. Arian says, who freaking hired Bailey? CM Punk. Clark said, Bailey is a scrub. That's true. Arian says, if this is real life, Reigns would kill Balor. Yeah. Arian says, that would take Goldust over 90% of the roster. 90.
Well, Goldust in like 96, yeah.
Yeah.
I would take him over like 98% of the roster.
Yeah. Titus gives more, this is from Zol. Titus gives more effort than a good portion of the roster. Yes. Arian says, I wouldn't mind the Neville thing if I was someone who was worth being, he doesn't mind Neville being on TV, but with TJP, it's not worth seeing. Makes sense. Let's see. Kevin says, yeah, I was seriously disappointed today. I've been watching since WrestleMania 3, and I'm just at this point where I'm not into much at all. It's because I'm guessing you took a break and then saw this crap. WrestleMania 3, Dave Meltzer decided this was going to be an absolute flop of a WrestleMania, and it's the second biggest show in history for WWE. So And I imagine Dave still thinks the company is better today than it was then. The show was absolute garbage, and I feel for you. As somebody that's watched it all the way back, all that time ago.
I got nothing else to say, to be honest.
I've got literally nothing. You know what's more symbolic? The computer told me it's about to die, because it's about to die from how shitty this show was. So let's do Plug City. Mitch, you got anything to plug first?
NHL recaps every day.
Yeah.
NBA coming with Dylan. Maybe me occasionally. Also, NFL, I'm starting up fantasy football stuff soon. And more NFL topic videos and that sort of stuff. And, look out for occasional wrestling videos. But, man, I'm so tired of the product and I'm so tired of wrestling in general that it's so hard to talk about. Like, I literally am at the point where I could care less.
I think we're burnt out is the thing. Like, we're done. We're done. Yeah. We put in our time. We have put in so many hours of wrestling into this channel, and it's killing us inside. You want us to have a good mental capacity. We just can't. If you guys want to check out my yesterday video, I talked about 5 questions, the 5 biggest questions that need to be answered after the first 2 rounds of the NBA playoffs. It was good stuff there. We had a good comedy sports video that I like to do every once in a while. If you want that series to continue, of course, go check that video out. Give that video some love.
Also, I need to plug one video that I made today, which was the 30-man roster. Who would be on my 30-man WWE roster if I made one right now and I was in charge of writing, booking, and the company? Who would be on my roster?
That is a dope video. Arian commented us and said, would you be down to take a break? Abso-fucking-lutely. I would be down to take a break. Ash said, I saw your guys' old GM mode, and Davari was world champ. And then gives like...
Yeah, we're restarting GM mode very soon.
Yeah, GM mode is...
Very soon.
This is Series 3 of GM mode. If you remember, we started this...
We always quit, like, after 10 episodes.
It's like, all right, here's our season finale. Yeah,
but it's better quality, and we've added some new wrestlers. We've got some legends involved, so...
There you go. Well, we'll call this Season 3 of GM mode. Well, I don't want to be unprofessional. I said we just quit. No, I'm kidding. Season 3 of GM mode coming up soon. We're going to do some more sports video games stuff that is coming during the summer as well. I got to plug that because that's a big thing coming up. More content on the way. I'll talk some more football. Of course, a bunch more recaps. I got my schedule for work this week, so we're going to see what works in terms of what days I can do. I'll be on for the Western Conference Finals recap tomorrow for sure. So stay tuned for that. More videos on the way. So for me and Mitch and Marky Mark and Cesar, wherever they are, we say thank you very much. Peace.
Deuces.
This show is ass.